Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to the new lecture of discrete mathematics. Today we are going to study about combinations. So the definition of combination and some characteristic of combination, it's up to some extent it's just like a permutation, but we have something else, extra thing in a formula. So later on we will see what's the difference between a combination and permutation. So in a combination, or a K combination is like a K permutation. With a K combination, the order in which the element are selected doesn't matter. Order doesn't matter, okay, but repetition is matter. So what we can do, we can select the element from anywhere, but we cannot repeat the element, same like a permutation. But in the permutation there was an order, but here order doesn't match. Then definition is a K combination of a set of n element is a choice of a K element, same like a permutation, choice of a K element taken from the set of n element such that the order of the element does not matter and the element cannot be repeated. So the same concept here again is applied like a permutation. Here is order doesn't matter, but the second thing is same like permutation, cannot repeat the element. Okay, so the symbol for the combination we can use the symbol C stand for a combination, n is the total number of element, k is a selected element. Denote the number of a K combinate can be chosen from a set of n element. Okay, now coming to the K combination, or how we can write, how we can show, or how we can represent the combination. So this is the way how we can represent. So n c k, so combination of a total n element with the selection of k. Okay, or we can also represent like this nk. Okay, so just keep in mind this symbol, because in different book somewhere we can see this symbol, somewhere we can see this symbol. Okay, so our remarks, like what thing is important here, with a K combination of a set of n elements, repetition of element is not allowed. It is same like a permutation. So it means that K must be less than or equal to n. So it is same like a permutation. In a permutation, if you remember, K was less than or k was equal to n. So the same concept again is applied in a combination as well. Okay, so coming to the example, an example say let x equal to a b c such then what's a combination of a two combination of a three element. So we have a total number of three elements, and how many elements we need to be combined? Two. So then two combination of the three element of the set x. Or so what does it mean? How many combination we can make it? Now once we can take two element as a combination, let's see, we can say ab is a combination now. So we need to make a, so ab, AC and BC. So how many combination is possible? Three. Okay, so 1 2 3. So we can say that C combination, C total element of 3 and selected element was 2. So what should be your answer? 3. This is the method how we can get it from this. But if you can apply the formula, so again the same answer will be there. So I will show you later on that how we can implement the formula. Okay, so we can also represent this thing like this, 3 C 2, or we can also represent like 3 2, and the answer is 3. I will show you in a how we can solve this kind of a question using a formula. Okay, so coming to the another example, let x is equal to a b c d e sets. So list all three combination, list all three combination of the 5 element of the set x, and hence find the value of 5 or 3. What the 5 is total number of element, and how many element we need, we can select it 3. Okay, so take a 3 element selected, a b c, a b d, a b e, so on. So coming to a solution, 3 combination of the 5 element of the set x is a, so it can be a b c, it can be a b d, it can be a b e, then it can be a c d, and so go on. Okay, so at the end, so combination of a 5 or 3 is 10. So you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So using this method, that we can combine how many combination is possible. So using this method, it's a bit difficult, so I will show you in a formula how we can make it simple using a formula. Using formulas, you are using a formula, so you can get the total number of combination, how many combination is possible. So then after that, you can make like this combination, you make like a set like this, which is easier for you. So in this method, again, how many combinations is possible? 10. So now coming to some comparison of permutation and combination. So let x is equal to a b c d. Okay, so then the 3 combination of x. Now coming to combination, 3 combination. So 3 elements need to be combined, a b c, a b c, a b d, and a c d, and b c d. So this is about combination, and how many combinations possible? 4. Okay, so now coming to the permutation. So the 3 permutation of x can be obtained from a 3 combination of x is follow. So how many? Now it's up to permutation. Now a b c, a c d, b a c. If you can see here, order doesn't matter here, order is matter here, and order doesn't matter in permutation. You can see b a c, b c a, c a b, c b a b d, and a d b, b a d, and so on at the end. So if you can see how many permutation is possible, so we can say p total number is 4, and how many selected? 3. The result is 24. Okay, and a 24 can be possible like 6 multiply with 4, 24, and we can also be used like 6.3 factorial as well. 3 factorial mean that we have a total number of a element is 4, and how many possible way to arrange, which was 3 factorial based on 3 combinations, so that's called 3 factorial. Okay, so this was about the comparison of permutation and combination. What is the difference between a permutation and combination? So the simple thing, in a combination, order does matter, in a permutation, order does not matter. Okay, keep in mind, because once you have in a mind this thing, so you never exchange, or you never change the order of the element. If you can see, it's like a b c d e f g h i j k l m n o p q r x t, and so on. Like if there will be 1 2 3, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, this is a combination consecutively. Okay, but in a permutation, it can be x a b, it can be y b d, just like this. Okay, so basically the method of solution of a combination is same like a permutation, but with a one extra term. So now I will show which is the extra term now. So clearly permutation, let's see, we can say permutation total number is 4, and the selected element will be 3. So this is the permutation. So how we can make that permutation is equal to combination? So that's in a combination total number is 4 and the selected is 3, then but at the end we need to be multiply a factorial term, a selected element, as you can see here, okay. So what we can do, so we can multiply this selected element. How many selected element was there? 3. So we can take a selected element factorial, 3 factorial, okay. So in a general way we can say that the permutation of nk is equal to the combination of nk multiplied with the k factorial, okay. So just keep in mind, this is basically the formula where we can say that the permutation is equal to combination, okay. So we can also be like p and k is equal to c and k dot with the k factorial, okay. And also we can represent like this, that c and k is equal to p and k divided by p. From this formula we can get this thing, okay. Again the same, but we know that also be p and k and factorial divided by n minus k factorial is the formula, and so the formula for the combination is the same, n factorial divided by n minus k factorial, but with the extra term of k factorial. So this is basically a formula for the combination. So this is the formula which we will need to use in a combination. So n factorial divided by n minus k factorial into k factorial, okay. So again the same as it, you know about how you can open the factorial n into n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, n minus 4, and so on, okay. Again the same thing here again. So basically just keeping on, this is your formula. So let's come to the example how we can solve the question using a combination formula. Let's see. So the example, compute combination 9 over 6. So we can also represent this as well like this. We can be, as I told you before, we can also be used like 9 and 6 combination. We can also be used like this, okay. So this is can be 9 factorial divided by 9 minus 6 whole factorial into 6 factorial. So open it now. So this is 9 factorial, you can and this is 6 factorial, so you can open non-factorial up to 6 factorial, because 6 and 6 are going to be cancel each other, so that's why I say open it out. So 9, 8, 7 up to 6 factorial, so 6 factorial 6 are going to be cancel each other. 9 minus 6 is 3 factorial, open it out. So what should be, how many combination can be possible? 84. What does it mean? Let's see. We have a word, let's see, we have a word, and a word have a total number of 9 alphabet. How many alphabet the word have? 9 alphabet, okay. And we can take a 6 alphabet combination. So when 6 combination is there, so how many combination can be possible, which is 84, okay. So coming to some importance result of a combination which help you. So like see, when we have a c into n 0 combination, which will always be 1, when we have a c n into n, which is always equal to 1. So how it's going to be 1? So again I'm solving with this one, n factorial, so n minus 0 factorial into 0 factorial. So you guys know 0 factorial is equal to 1, and n factorial, n minus 0 is equal to n factorial. So this n factorial and factorial going to cancel, it will be equal to 1. Again this one, so n factorial divided by n minus n whole factorial into n factorial. So this is equal to 0, 0 factorial is equal to 1, and n factorial again equal to be 1. So this is basically a method how we can solve it out. Again this one, n into combination of n is 1, solve it out like this, it will be equal to n, okay. How again if I can solve it to, again it will be the same. So n factorial divided by n minus 1 factorial into 1 factorial. So open n factorial into n minus 1 factorial. So n minus 1 factorial divided by n minus 1 is going to be cancel each other. So what we should be left? N. So it will be n again. So this one c into n into 2, which is equal to c n minus 2 divided by 2 factorial. Okay, I will solve this as well for you. Like, see this one, this is equal to n factorial n minus 2 factorial into 2 factorial. Okay, so open this into up to n minus 2. So when it's going up to n minus 2, so into n minus 1 into n minus 2 factorial divided by n minus 2 factorial into 2 factorial. So divide this by this. So n into n minus 1 divided by 2 factorial. 2 factorial is equal to 2 multiply 1 is 2. So this is the formula. Again c n k. So again this will be equal to this c n k. So c n k plus c n k plus 1, which is equal to this one. This is basically two combination. Solve it and solve it, then add both of it. So the result will be this one. But the simplest method, if once you can see this kind of a question. So once we have a two combination, and two combination we have a n elements, same elements, let's say 6, so it can be 6 plus 1. Okay, so n into n, it can be n plus 1, and then the second is take a greatest one, k plus 1 k. So which will mean k plus 1. This is the greatest number. Let's see, we have a like 6 and can say 6 7. So 6 plus 1, and this is 6, this is 7. So which one is 7? 7 can be here. Okay, this is basically some rules, some formulas which is need to be have in your mind, and in a different question we will use it out. Okay. So coming to the example, a student is to answer 8 out of 10 questions. So how many total question? 10, and how many need to be solved? 8. So find the number of m way that student can choose the 8 questions. So simple method. How many total number of his questions? 10. How many can be solved? 8. Okay, so what should be 45? And so in part B, find the number of m way of the student can choose the 8 question, but if the first 3 question are compulsory. He said that the first 3 question is must to be solved. Then after first 3 question you have a choice which can be solved. So first 3 question is compulsory, it means so 3 will be subtract from a 10 now, because 3 is compulsory. So how many total number of a question will be left? 7. And how many total number of a question will be left from 8? It can be 5, because 3 compulsory. Okay, 5 plus 3 is 8. So your 8 question will be solved. And 7, so 7 5 3, how many is possible? 25 ways. Okay, because 3 is compulsory, so 3 is going to be separate from a 10 question now. So this is a simple method using formula of a combination. Again you can solve it out. 10 factorial divided by 10 minus 8 factorial into 8 factorial. So then you can solve it out, which can be equal to 45. Okay, let's come to another exercise. An exercise paper consists of 5 questions in a section A and a 5 question in section B. Okay, we have a 2 sections, section A and section B. In section A we have a 5 question, in section B we have a 5 question. A total of 8 questions must be answered. So we have a 2 section A, B, and 5 question in A and 5 question in section B. So total is a 10 question, and we need to solve 8 question must be answered. So in how many way can a student select the question if he is to answer at least 4 questions from a section A? So how many question need to be answered from 4 from section A? 4. So 4, then 4. So simple method. So there are 2 possibilities. The student answer 4 questions from section A and then 4 questions from section B. The number of ways 8 questions can be answered taking 4 questions from section A and 4 questions from section B. So total So now one thing keep in mind, we have a two combination now, because we have a section A and section B. In section A we have a total number of 5 question, and how many we need to be solved? 4. And in section B we have a 5 question, and how many we need to be solved? 4. So we have the formula of this one, C54 and C54. So once you find it out, okay, so 5 factorial divided 5 minus 4 factorial into 4 factorial, the result will be 5. Then 5 again, the result will be 5. So how many we can be possible? 25. This is simple method, but keep in mind, when there is a section, there is two parts, so you need to make a two combination of it. Okay, in the section B, let's come to the section B. In section B, the student answer 5 questions from section A. How many questions will be answered from a section A? 5. And how many questions solved from a section B? 3. So now make a combination. So again, from a section A we have total of 5 questions, and all 5 questions are going to be solved. So this is a combination for a section A. So we have a total number of 5 questions. How many questions will be solved in section B? 3. So this is a section part. Section B. So C55 and C53. So C55 will be equal to 1, and C53 is equal to 10. So the total combination is going to be 10. So now we have to, so how many, total number of a way we need to have 25 plus 10, which is equal to 35. Okay, so this is basically a method how we can make a combination of a number, of combination of a question, or combination of alphabet. But keep in mind, the order is mature in a combination. Okay, so let's come to another exercise. A computer programming team has a 14 member. Total number of members is 14. So in the part A, how many ways can a group of 7 be chosen to work on a project? How many members? So 14 with a 7. So make a combination, solve it out. In the part B, suppose 8 team members are women and 6 are men. So now there's a basically important thing. We have a 14 member. In a 14 member, how many member are women? 8 is women and 6 is man. But we have another part as well. So that's how many group of 7 can be chosen that contain 4 women and 3 men. Okay, so 6 men and 3 men, each woman with a 4 women. So now there is a combination. Total number of women is 8. So how many is going to be choose for 7 people? Because basically we need a group of 7 people. So in the 7 people, how many women and how many men will be there? So in here we have 8 women. So from 8 women, how many women we have in the 7, in a group of 7 people? 4. And how many men from a 6? So 3. Okay, it's a part 1. Part 2, how many group of 7 can be chosen that contain 8 at least 1 man? Just contain at least 1 man. And how many group of 7 can be chosen that contain at least most 3 women? This now come to the solution. We can each, and so number of committees of 7. Simple, 14 with 7 is a simple method. First one is solved. Part B, suppose 8 team member are women and 6 are men. But in the part 1, what can say? He say how many group of 7 can be chosen that contain 4 women? So 8 with a 4, 8 with a 4, because again 2 combination, and 6 with a 3, 6 with a 3 man. Okay, so make it combination, solve it, so you will have your answer. Okay, then coming to in the part B and second part, how many group of 7 can be chosen that contain at least 1 man? So again 14 with the 7, you have this. Okay, which already solved. And number of a group of 7 that contain no man. Now we have a no man. So total number of women is 8. Okay, and the combination is 7. So 8, we have a total number of 8 women, and we need a 7 people in a group. So 7 women can be tagged. So each. Hope you guys know we don't need of a man in a group. So and the group is a combination of 7 people, and we have a total number of women is 8. So 7 will be here. So combination. Hence the number of a group of a 7 that contain at least 1 man. So at least 1 man. So at least 1 man means, so this is your 14 7, this is your 8 7, so subtract it out, and how many group can be possible which have at least one man? 3 4 2 4. Okay, so hope you guys understood that how it going to be solved, because we need a group of 7 people. Okay, 7 members which have at least one. So this is totally about women, and how many possibilities of women is, which is 8. So women is going to be like a subtract from a total number of combinations. So this is your result. And we have another part C. In a part B we have a third part, so where he can, how many group of 7 can be chosen, date contain 8 most 3 women. How many women? 3. So initially, so now 3 women we need to be in a group. So just suppose that number of a group of a 7 date contain no women. So I'm saying just this is position. Now coming to another number of a group of a 7 date contain 1 woman. Date contain 1 woman. It means how many women we have? 8. So how many we need to be choose? 1. Okay, and another. So because we need to make a group of 7 people, so a combination of a men, now total number of a men is 6, and how many need to be select? 6, because 6 plus 1 7, so combination will be 7. Okay, so this is your answer. Then we can say number of group of 7 that contain 2 women. So when it's going to be 2, so men is going to be reduced by 1, so it can be 6 5, and combination equal to 1 6 8. Number of a group of 7 that contain 3 women now, and we need to know about that 3 women. Okay, so number of group of 7 that contain 3 women, so 8 of 3 and 6 of 4. 4 plus 3 7. Okay, 2 combination, solve it out. How many possibility? 840 combination. Okay, hence the number of a group of a 7 that contain 8 most 3 women, which is equal to 0 plus 8 all of it, 1 2 3. So how many is it? It can be 1 0 1 6. Okay, so we have another part of it as well, this one. So try it again, because it's the same methods. And then part D, again the same one. Now coming to this is another example. He's saying that how many 16-bit string contain exactly 9 ones. This is a part 1. So 16-bit that contain exactly 9 ones. So we have a 16 total, and how many ones need to have? 9. So simply solve it out. Then how many 16-bit strings contain at least 1 ones? At least 1 1. So total number of bit 2 raised to 4 16, which is equal to this number. So subtract like -1. So this is your answer. Okay, so hope this lecture will helps you. Once you have any question, kindly ask it out. I will try to solve it. Thank you for your time. See you in the next lecture.